Hello, this is going to be a build video for my Moze ION cannon build that I've been running. I've done this run enough times now that I figured I could make a proper build video for it. I've completed the takedown about 6 times now with it. Uh, we only failed Wotan the first time. We managed to kill him every other time, and the last run was pretty clean, which I'm uploading at the moment as I do this. We are going to be running with less damage from critical hits, but we will get a little bit extra damage from our incendiary that we do, which we are doing some, so equal out a little bit. Go into the gear first. This is the primary ion cannon we're going to be using. For the run, I probably won't switch off of it at all, except for on Kraken, I'm going to use this one. And then for Valkyries, I'll be using both of these two, and that one will be to deal with the ads at the Valkyries. I need to switch my grenade back to my damage one. We're using that action skill and regenerate one nade for the Wotan fight because I'm running into issues where I run out or run low on nades in that fight, and equipping that totally solved that issue. I didn't run out of nades or rockets this last run I did, so that was pretty great. Just that one change there in the build, adding that grenade with that regenerate anoint solved that issue for me, so pretty cool. Anyways, this is a multiplicative anoint here. Most of the anoints are additive, but this one in particular is multiplicative, so it's a nice anoint. Got a good damage roll on it, and we have a very nice magazine size roll on it, which is pretty important for the build. I see that these ones have low mags, and if I had to primarily use these ones, it would be a problem. I would not be able to keep up with rockets very well. It would slow me down a lot. I have this one equipped, but I don't use it. It's just there. And then we have a bled off nade, so we're using the action skill end for some extra damage. Now I use a recharger, and the reason I use this instead of the stopgap was in my testing in Slaughter Shaft. As I was putting this build together, I was doing a lot of variations of it. I tried with stopgaps, I tried with the transformers. This transformer did pretty well. It has the same annoyant, but this recharger with this annoyant totally outperformed the stopgap by a mile. It outperformed. It just the survivability is a lot better with the recharger. I don't know why. Maybe it's the adaptive perk. Maybe it's just better stats on it. I don't really know, but I did a lot better with this one, so I like it. And we're gonna run it. We use a Blastmaster. We have 3 to pull the Holy Pin and 2 to Vampire. We have weapon damage, heavy weapon damage, and accuracy to our Vladoffs, which is pretty useless, I think, on the iron cannons. But it's a pretty good roll for the build. We're using a Snowdrift with area of effect damage, and the reason I'm using this one in particular, instead of like this one I have with mag size, which would be nice, or the last stand. I don't really like using the last stands. They probably would help a little bit, but I don't care too much for them. I'd rather have a Snowdrift. And the reason why I'm using this one particularly is because of this health regen right here. What that means is I'm going to be able to rely on that to heal me on any HP damage I take that doesn't health gate me. I like to be sparing with my grenades because means of destruction is pretty unreliable, and sometimes it doesn't regenerate very well, so I only throw nades if I'm at like 9 or above, then I'll throw them just to throw them. If I'm 9 or below, pretty much, I will only throw them if I get health gated to get healed back up. And so any other HP damage we take, we're just gonna pretty much rely on that to heal us up as long as we're not below health gate. That covers the gear. Let's get into the skills. 1 point security bear, and that's only for takedown because I found that on the bridge section and in the Wotan fight. My auto bear was getting destroyed immediately, so to try and alleviate that a little bit, we take security bear, which is really annoying. It takes a while for it to pop up, so I have to actually waste some of my cooldown that I would get refunded to me when I get out of Iron Bear for Auto Bear. I have to wait a few seconds inside of Iron Bear before I exit in order to take advantage of Secure Bear. So that really annoys me, actually. Going to the bottomless max tree, we were pretty much forced to go all the way down to Forge. I was dead set against doing this build with Terror. First of all, a lot of people have issues and they don't have the Terror gear and you can't get it anymore, so I don't really like to design builds around it. I use it sometimes for my for personal fun, but I don't really like Terror. I like the effects it has, but its upkeep is tedious. On builds where like a flak rack attack build, I don't mind using an ASE apply Terror because that's really easy to upkeep. But for Moze, it's just it wastes my slots that I want to take for my nade and my shield. I have to use a nade and shield for to take advantage of action skill and then have ammo regen. Or I have to proc it with a cut purse every 10 seconds, or with not a cut purse, but a face puncher every 10 seconds. Both of those things annoy me. I don't want to use Terror for the ammo regen. Now, regenerating rockets with Moze is actually kind of difficult. It's really slow. You really need every bit of regeneration possible. You need redistribution. You need forge. You need to take advantage of some for the road. You need means of destruction. All of them combined, it's still kind of rough trying to keep your iron cannon loaded with rockets. So you need match set, you need iron bank. It's all necessary. You gotta add it all together in order to make it work. I tried a lot of variations of the build. It did work without forge. I made it work with just redistribution. And I made it work with just some for the road, no forge, but it slowed down the playstyle a whole lot. I was not able to be nearly as aggressive, and I didn't like it very much, so we ended up going with forge. And so we have Cloud Lead. It's going to help keep our rockets up because every fourth shot we're not going to use one, so that's a little bit more help there. The extra incendiary incendiary damage also, and that's why we take Stoke the Embers. It's just to buff that some more, also just because we need to move into the tree. Match set, that's a given with a build like this. You need every bit of magazine size you can get with these rocket launchers. Redistribution, it's going to help because we are taking pull of the Holy Pin. We got 6 out of 3, so our grenades will help proc redistribution. Now, this does not refund rockets very often. Probably 1 in every 3 procs of this will get 1 rocket back, so it's just another tiny help that just little nickels and dimes keep our rockets flowing, basically, in the build. Russian offensive, this is amazing for the ion cannon. You can sprint, you can slide with the snowdrift, and you don't lose any speed while you're charging your iron cannon, so that's actually pretty amazing. Iron Bank, I've already explained, you need as much mag size as possible. We are using the same weapon in each arm, and there's a reason for the weapon, or the augment choice on the Iron Bear weapons as well, which I will go over. But this is just going to give Auto Bear extra damage. I won't be using the weapons in Iron Bear, except for maybe a couple shots while I'm waiting for a Security Bear to pop up. Some for the road, again, it just helps us alleviate the use of our ammo so that we can keep our rockets going and not run out, not have to reload. Since we are using Blastmaster, we don't want to ever have to reload. Click, click. I don't take as much advantage of this as I could. I don't really pay attention to it. Sometimes my mag gets low and I'm getting that extra damage, which is great. But basically it's just to move into the tree. If I wanted to micromanage more, I could get a lot more damage out of this, but I don't really pay attention to it, honestly. Forge, I already explained, I have to have that in the build, basically. So let's move on to Demolition Woman. Fire in the Skag Dan, just more damage. And since we are taking stoked embers, it's going to be even better. Grizzle, partially because we need to move further into the tree, and partially just because I want to get Iron Bear back as often as possible. Means of destruction, that's a given. It's the only way we get our grenades back, and that's a big part of our ammo regen too. Auto Bear is going to help with that. I did want to explain the arm augments. So the minigun with exploding bullets is going to be the best choice to quickly do splash damage with Iron Bear. And it actually does a lot of damage. He will take out trash mobs, and he'll do pretty decent damage to harder mobs too. It's pretty significant. It does quite a bit of, like in the slaughter shaft, it actually kills things by itself, which is pretty great. But the reason I have these particular augments is because it shoots a lot. It hits a lot. All the shots are going to be on a target. If you use the grenade arms or the rocket pods, a lot of the shots miss or hardly hit anything. But this is going to hit a lot, and they are splash damage, so proc Vampire, they proc Means of Destruction, and they also proc Explosive Punctuation with just 1 point, and this alone, Auto Bear can pretty much give himself back before he runs out. Like, it'll refresh my cooldown before Auto Bear runs out usually, so that's pretty nice. As long as my shield is full, that's part of it because of the Guardian. The Guardian rank's topped off, so that's pretty important to you for this build if you want to have Auto Bear back all the time. Pull the Holy Pin, I've explained that a bit. Just the extra crits are going to help us proc everything that deals with critical hits. Auto Bear, very great skill. I love Auto Bear. I always do cancel spam builds. I use Auto Bear all the time. Vampire, I just maxed it out to try to get as much heals as possible, especially in the takedown. I don't want to have to throw multiple grenades to fill up. I want to just be able to fill up with 1 throw. So hopefully that's able to happen with 7 out of 5 there. A lot of times it does. And then I went over this. We just want Auto Bear as much as possible. So yeah, that's the build. And we are going to be running with 25 less crits, as I mentioned, so it's going to slow it down a bit. One thing I should mention is you'll notice that my backpack is emptied, and that is on purpose, because if your backpack fills up and you don't have a full magazine, it will stop regenerating, because you can't go over your max amount of ammo. Like if you look here, you can't go over that 36, so if you have like 25 in your backpack or something, then you're not going to be able to go over 11 in your mag. So you want to empty your backpack in order for that to not be an issue. Something that seems new to me, some people have said it's not, but Security Bear takes a while to pop up, which is very annoying. I have to waste some of the cooldown I would normally be able to get refunded because I have to wait for Security Bear. I'm going to take out these spears because they will get you in the back while you're messing with the other enemies in there, and they will fuck you. Actually, this guy is more important than them. You want to get rid of those snipers because they will one-hit you without health gate. I've found they just straight put you into down state right away, 1 shot, so that's bad. Definitely want to get rid of those guys. Get rid of the death spears just to avoid potential issues. They'll sit there at the gate shooting through the gate and cryoing you and just being annoying, so we definitely want to get rid of them, even though they are skippable, especially if you position yourself to where they can't hit you. But I want to be able to stand in the middle here and not have to worry about them shooting me in the back, so make sure we get our Security Bear up just to help Auto Bear stay alive a little longer. That's one thing. I just made the mistake of trying to charge my ion cannon too soon after getting out of Auto Bear. One trick I've started doing in order to prevent that from happening is when I get out, I take a couple steps before I start charging it. That way I make sure that I don't waste that some for the road time by thinking I'm charging when I'm not. That will happen quite a bit if you're not careful. As you can see, I already have 17 in my backpack, so that's only going to allow me to get up to 19 in my mag, which is really annoying, but it's enough that I'm not going to worry about it. If I'm not careful about picking up this ammo, I might end up having to reload and ruin my Blastmaster damage proc. So I'll have to start it all over again from scratch, which is quite annoying. I'm going to use Security Bear here in order to take out. Oh, I did it again. Tried to charge my shot too soon, and I didn't not get Security Bear proc. A lot of damage here. I'm not really sure how I just got down there when I was not health baited. Whatever. We're gonna back off. When you get overwhelmed in this area, the best spot to fight from is over here. If you come over here, you only have to fight a couple things at once. It's going to be the dogs that will push you, and then you can deal with them on their own. And start working your way back in to the fight. I'm not sure what was nuking me. I would like to make sure I get rid of whatever it was doing a lot of damage to me. I think it might have just been the dogs. That guy just went flying way over there. As you can see, now we're up to 19 in our backpack, so again, that's going to limit how much we can regenerate in our mag. Our mag size is getting smaller and smaller. It's going to make it regenerate even slower, which is a big issue, but I'm going to try to get through this section without having to fix it, hopefully. As long as I don't get under 10, it's still going to be okay. We won't have to be too concerned with it, especially since we're almost to Kraken. Oh, we are at Kraken now, so we're going to be switching weapons anyways. Now, if I get lucky, get a nice hit, I can 1 to 2. Oh, I totally messed up with my charge. So, again, I tried to charge it too soon. And I didn't get the charge off. So this is not going to be a lucky one. Again, a lot of bad luck here, actually. If you pull it off right, you can easily 2-hit Kraken there. Sometimes you can get a 1-hit on him if you have overkill built up. We got an easy kill on Kraken here. We're just gonna move past him. It looks like he's only dropping 9 right there. I don't really care too much about the loot. So we're just gonna move on. You can sit there and pretty easily clear all those ads, but I don't care. I'm gonna empty my backpack now before we go into this Valkyrie fight. See, our damage has dropped significantly since we had to reset our Blastmaster. Just gonna make sure these are reloaded, because we will be using the shotgun corrosive ones in this fight. They're gonna do the best against the Valkyries. Now we will also be using this one for the ads, so I'm gonna be using all 3 for this fight. Almost got out too soon again. I want to make sure that we get auto bear or security bear up so that auto bear stays alive longer and gets us more procs. Out of these guys, I want to make sure Sigripra's shield is the one that's gone. Before I get them in their bubbles, I want to make sure this one's shield is low because I want it to go faster. It's the most dangerous out of these bosses, in my opinion. Does this lightning attack that just destroys your ass. Not a fan. Not a real fan of that attack. Somehow I have 17 in my backpack, which is really annoying. I don't want to have that many. So I'm not regenerating shit right now. So we're just going to kind of back off. getting bad luck here. I don't want to run out and have to reload again, so. As I was mentioned before, sometimes Forge just takes a shit on you and doesn't want to give you a rocket bag. It took so long for me to get it. Whoa, hello. How was that close enough? Blast me. It'll be fine. We'll get up off this Huskari, but I don't think I should have been close enough to get self-damage there. We should be past this already. The issue we're running into here is that we did not get any regeneration. Like, Auto Bear is not giving, Means of Destruction is failing us right now, which it just does sometimes. Or we just got a Forge proc. But sometimes Means of Destruction just takes the shit. Like, Auto Bear should be giving us more of our ammo back, but sometimes it just wants to be an asshole like that. Should have probably been ready for the heavies right off the bat. It's pretty unlucky to get heavies on this part. Should be able to deal with them though. Without too much issue. Yeah, they're not too bad. I'm not gonna worry too much about those husks. They're actually easy second win bait. Kids have issues and go down, so leave them alone for the most part. Try to avoid them because they knock you around and it can be annoying. We're going to do good damage to this boss and we're going to apply a strong dot on it too, so it's going to go down pretty quick. Even if we miss shots. Yeah. So we want to be ready for the next wave of ads. Try to get them taken out as quick as possible. Oh, I hit his shield, so that was not great. Yeah, we're not getting very good Means of Destruction procs right now, so pretty unlucky. Getting pretty unlucky there. We're mostly reliant on Forge right now. As long as we don't run out, we'll be okay though. I eat this shit. I think it's gonna be pretty elusive sometimes. I'll throw some grenades since we're pretty full. Try to get some extra rockets we can. I'm not taking a shot because I can't see and I don't want to accidentally blow myself up. I was not able to see there. Sometimes this one pushes real close. You have to kind of play it safe. I'm not going to wait for security bear because I need to be able to get these ads quick. I wanted to be ready for this wave of dogs to try to get some good hits on them right away because they could be really annoying, especially the badass one. So you don't want to have a ton of them running around, especially if you get hack hounds, that could be real bad. So we're just going to try to pick off these guys. I think we're pretty good here. We got actually lucky on that spawn. We only had a couple badass ones, and we didn't have any hack hounds that I've noticed. Where's the boss? There he is. Vita could be annoying too because of the cryo. Cryo could really hurt you on Moze. Really kill your survivability. Oh, we're full on nades again, so it's a good idea. If I was hitting anything with them, it would be a good idea. Good idea to just toss them if you have them. If you are full, then throw them. Just to get those extra. I should have switched to my other launcher before I entered Iron Bear. Oh, this is actually pretty rough that we don't have a lot of rockets, and that's because our backpack is full. We can't regenerate past 6 right now. So it's actually annoying, because I don't want to lose my damage. So we just have to deal with it. This would be a really bad time to sit there and reload and lose our damage buff. You know, too much going on there, so I'm just gonna try to avoid the badass guy and just try to take Rita out here. Oh my gosh. Oh, he's not gonna let me avoid him. See, this is why this guy's a problem. Like, you see how much damage he's doing? He's your biggest issue in the takedown. God damn it. Yeah, that's gonna happen. Repulse commando cock block my kill on him. Alright, he's gone, so that's our biggest problem, gone. The other guys aren't that hard to kill. Our other biggest problem is that we don't have enough rockets to be able to shoot fast because our backpack being full is screwing us. Oh, well, rip. That sucks. I might as well just reload. Get rid of this shit in my backpack. It's really annoying. It happens at the worst time. We'll get through it. This fight's pretty much over, so. Just finish off. As usual, not much loot. Drop rate for this raid is really trash. I hate it. I really need to work on that. Just gotta reload, get rid of our backpack again while we have the chance. Need to drink my coffee 1 sec. Now, you probably noticed this is not a speedrun build. This is not the most efficient way to do the takedown. Actually, I'm gonna do full reloads here to make sure that we have everything. Because I might end up using these launchers for the death balls. We're probably going to have to reset Blastmaster several times throughout the bridge. It happens a lot. It just unexpectedly, without noticing, pick up ammo, fill your backpack. I'm not used to paying attention to that, so it happens to me a lot. To have my auto bear sitting over here. Not only does it give him better shots and everything, but then he'll be ready when this door opens if I have it up here. And I can just stay up here. God damn it. Once again, I tried to charge it right when I got out and just wasted several seconds of not getting it charging. Wasn't actually doing anything. A couple of real annoyances. The fact that I have to sit here and wait in order to get security bear annoys me. The fact that I have to wait almost a full second before I start charging my iron cannon after I get out annoys me. These things are things that should not be things, but they are, unfortunately. They cause unnecessary limitations to the build. The other thing is the backpack going up. Something that's actually very triggering. Did that guy not die? There he is. Oh, you little prick, dude. I fucking hate these guys so much. Guess what? You can't pull auto bear though. Auto bear won't unload it. Tried to charge again right when I got out. Auto bear should be shooting, but he's not. I don't know what happened. There we go. Alright. Well. Now we didn't have him ready to be up here. Fuck. Well, looks like we got a heavy spawn instead of the badass commandos. Most of the time you'll have like 4 badass commandos or so in there. Sometimes you get this spawn where you get several heavies instead. And we got a badass commando back there as well. Just one of them. I actually prefer the heavy spawn. They're really easy to deal with iron cannon. I am getting really bad means of destruction procs right now. Like, look at my rockets. It's such a shitty, unreliable skill, I swear to God. It's so bad. Sometimes it's like super good and regenerates tons of things really fast, and auto bear will regenerate my whole mag for me sometimes, a bunch of nades, and then other times it just doesn't give me shit. These nades aren't giving me nothing. Auto bear is not giving me anything. The only rockets I'm getting back are from Forge right now. I'm not even getting redistribution rockets. It's actually really annoying. I'm taking extra damage right now because I'm taking it slow, trying to let my mag fill up a bit because I don't want to run out in this next part. I'm not getting nades, like, his destruction sucks, dude. It's so unreliable. It's really a shame that Moze is completely reliant on nades to heal, and then a totally unreliable skill to get those nades. Ugh, and I'm missing shots, so that's not helping any. I just have to take it slow, because I'm relying on Forge right now. I really want to let... How is that not enough time to get security back? Come on. Well, it looks like we got a proc auto bear that time. Just one rocket. Really, dude. Yep, we're getting really unlucky. Hopefully it'll start picking up here soon. I'm not understanding how I don't think I ran over ammo. I didn't see any. But I'm already up. My backpack's just filling up with ammo out of nowhere. It's kind of triggering me. Wow, that's stumble for no reason, just to avoid my shot. That's another annoying thing this game does. That wasn't really a fair dodge. It acted like it stumbled, but I didn't hit it with nothing, so there's no reason it should stagger like that. But it was just to avoid my shot, you know. Now I gotta be careful here. I gotta let my rockets get full before I end up on the death orbs. Which really sucks, because apparently we have a badass guy right here. We're gonna take a few rockets. Oh, well, we got him good. Okay. Hit overkill, so that worked out. We gotta make sure we get full before the death orbs come, because they're gonna take quite a few shots, especially if I miss, which is very easy to do the way they fly around like assholes. And we got 19 in our backpack, so we're not gonna be able to fill up all the way, which is like over 20 I should be able to get, but I'm not going to be able to get that, unfortunately. Happens a lot on the bridge, and I'm not going to reload yet, because I want to have my blast enough for damage up for the death orbs, which are going to be very soon.
Get over here, dickweed!
God damn it, I have to reload. And that's the drop ship for the death orbs, I think. Really unfortunate timing, but at least now I can spam some shots and get rid of some of these guys. It'd be nice if means of destruction would give me a grenade at the moment. What the fucking barrel, dude, I swear to God. That's kind of triggering. You always get one hit by barrels with no since you increase your if you're doing Blast Master. Why? So many heavies, man. What the fuck? You have such an unlucky spawn right here. Alright, here they come. The biggest issue of the whole raid right here. I missed. That ain't good. These things are literally the hardest enemy in the whole fucking raid. God damn it. Can't get a nade off or anything. Dude, stop! Please. Let me shoot you. Goddamn. Alright, so the way I like to deal with these guys when I'm ready for it is bring them over here, away from everything else. Except for sometimes a dog or two will follow you, so we'll have to deal with that. Auto bear tends to make them sometimes stop moving, so. Oh my god. We got hit by it, that's not good. What the fuck? Oh my god. I'm getting flustered by these things. I think I just rocketed myself or naded myself there. But I got hit by a barrel, that's why I got fucked in the first place. The stupid orb blew up a barrel and it was about to down me, so I tried to throw a panic nade and hit myself with it. Whatever. I hate these things so much. Auto bear, you wanna shoot, buddy? Whatever. As you can see, again, backpack filled, even though I didn't run over no ammo. Really, really annoying part of this bridge. I have to reset my damage at least 3 times to get through this bridge fight. It pisses me off. I lose all my Blastmaster damage multiple times in a row because of that backpack just filling up. Please stop dropping rocket ammo. Oh, we still have another death orb. God damn it. 2 of them. What? I could have swore 3 of them. What? I could have swore I killed like 4 already. How is there so many? There should be 6 total. Yeah, I'm dead. I am so getting down right here. Yeah, there it is. Wow. Seems, I swear, didn't I kill 3 of them already? Or more than 3 of them, I mean? I could have swore I killed more than 3. Oh my god, please. Stop cheating. Just please stop cheating. Okay. Look at that. They're so glitchy, man. Like, they never stop doing their attack. They're not supposed to be like that. That's not the way they're supposed to work. Ever since they fixed their movement, they've bugged out their attacks to where it never stops happening. It's really fucking annoying. The rest of this should be fairly easy as long as we don't try to go too quickly. We have a hack hound throwing shock things at us, so that might be an issue. That could be dangerous sometimes. That did no damage to him. Wasted a charge again. I really hate that. Try to charge it right when you get out to get a quick shot off, and then see that shock thing. That's what I was talking about. That is the thing that just keeps flying at me. Not these things on the ground. That's from the heavies, but the one that came flying down the bridge will totally melt your ass. I want to get that sniper taken out, but just not getting the opportunity right now. He's on the ground now though, so it's not that big a deal. Security bear up, take some good shots. This big group of guys. There's several stealth assholes. They take quite a bit of damage. And they do a lot of damage, so that's a bit irritating sometimes, especially since you can't fucking see them. Oh, I can't hit a good shot on this guy. There we go. Alright, we're doing good on backpack. This is better than actually previous runs. I've had to reset more often. I'm still trying to get used to waiting for security bear before I get out of Everest. So you might have noticed that like I started getting out, but then I he started getting, I let go of it, and then I did it again. Make sure I can get a security bear up. Because those dogs will melt him really fast. He's security bear.
Racking 'em up.
Doing really good on nades, and we're almost to the end here, so try to get some of my rockets back. Means of destruction, sometimes success. Sometimes it's really good. You get a lot of rockets back, but for the most part, on Moze, rocket regen is nerfed to shit. I mentioned, I think I mentioned in this video, I might have been in another one I just made that I said it, but Zane, you equip a face puncher, and give your clone, you give it to your clone, you equip a cut purse, and you can just spam ion shot after ion shot. You don't have to worry about anything. Easy. Terror. If I was running terror, I wouldn't have to pay attention at all. I could just spam my shots constantly and it wouldn't matter. It's kind of unfair that it takes 7 seconds for, at the very minimum, for Forge to give you a rocket. And redistribution, it takes like 3 to 4 procs of it before you ever get a rocket. It's kind of dumb. I wish they would change that. I hate it. So anyways, that's the takedown run. I'm going to record the Wotan fight separately. I'm still experimenting with different ways to fight him, so I want to keep that on separate recordings for now. There we go. Have fun.